So for my resin, I use Piece B resin. It's part A, part B, equal parts. And then I just put that into a little plastic cup. That is also gold leaf from Piece B resin. That's some white flow acrylic from Michaels. Glitter also from Michaels. I used the sparkly white one. And then I already have my plastic cup set out. I got those from Walmart. The big stick that I'm using is from Michaels. Oh, sorry, the plastic cups are actually from Dollar Tree. So I just set it out in 3 different cups just because I like to pre-make my colors before I start for the most part, just so that I can see kind of what they would look like before I pour. And I knew that I wanted to do just a little bit of gold, so I tried to put the gold leaf in the smaller 3 that I poured. And then I also left a little bit of clear in the original container. I used about 4 ounces of resin, part A, then 4 ounces of part B, so 8 ounces in total. I poured clear down first just because I wanted to give it that effect of kind of like an illusion a little bit. And then you'll see later that I poured the white on top of the clear. To me, it gives it it's not just like a chunky white, if that makes sense. So I just wanted to get it to, those popsicle sticks are from Dollar Tree as well. I just wanted to get it across the top a little bit more, just so that I had it more clear to pour the white on. There's no rhyme or reason why I'm laying the colors down, the resin down this way. All of this is honestly trial and error for me. This is the first one of this kind that I did. Actually came out pretty good, so if you wanted to try this, I would definitely recommend this method. I didn't pour all of the gold in the beginning just because I knew that all of this stuff spreads and I didn't know how it was going to spread, so I just wanted to make sure I had a little bit left just in case I needed to add some more towards the end, just in case all the gold got covered up. White is really, that color really takes over, so be careful whenever you're using white that you don't use too much. Okay, I'm just mixing in the colors. I had just added a little bit of glitter, the white glitter, to the white resin. I just added a dab of the white floor acrylic and just a little bit of that. Just mix it pretty well so that obviously it's all throughout. I've heard a couple different things. I've heard to only use no more than 20% of different colors in your resin. I've heard 10%. I just kind of do what looks right to me. So as you can see, I'm trying to pour the white over the clear, just so that you'll notice whenever you do resin pieces that the bottom will look completely different from the top. At least my pieces do, and that's just because you're pouring the way you pour it on the bottom, and if you change the design on the top, it usually doesn't change the bottom. So however you pour is how it looks. I have a couple other videos that I'll show that on later on, but I'm just trying to cover the bottom. I just want to fill the molds, at least not all the way to the top, but I just want to fill it on the bottom, have the actual layer. I really kind of like how this looked. Pretty much what happened is that clear is at the top of the tray, and it's clear, then white, then gold, and I didn't really want that look. I didn't want that effect, so I am just going in with the toothpick and the popsicle stick, really the popsicle stick, just to merge those 2 colors so that the white and the clear kind of look more one. And I'm also removing I think there was some dust or something in there, I'm not sure. So as you can see with this one, I had a little bit of, I always leave a little clear left that I don't pre-mix, just because I don't know how much of the stuff that I actually really need to use. And so I tried to make another batch of white, And as you can see, it's like very light white. Like I didn't use enough white in this, but since I had already poured it on one of the triangles, I like just had to do it. Like I just had to add it on all of them. And then I added a little bit more white to that container. But in my opinion, at the time, I thought like the white was too much, so that's why I'm only drizzling it in a little bit, just to see how it looked before I add anything else to it. And I was like really happy with the color. So one tip of advice, one thing I would do differently next time for sure is I would not use as much white and try to use more clear, like especially right here, because as you can see it's kind of eaten up the gold. But I would lay the gold down first just a little bit and then do exactly how I did, but would definitely use less white. But honestly, this technique that I use with just like blurring the lines with the popsicle stick really worked out, because you'll see in the finished product that it looks it's just really pretty. So I just did that until I felt like everything was all mixed, or you can kind of see a little swirl design. I really like that design, so I tried to get that effect in all of them. In that one that I'm working on specifically right now, you can see that the gold is pretty much covered up, so I'm trying to pull it up, the white up, so that it's not eating the gold, because like after it sits, it obviously goes in a lot more. So this is also why I left a little bit of the gold resin from the beginning, just in case this happened, and it did. But one thing I didn't do was leave enough. So here I am just scraping the bottom, trying to get a little bit of gold that was left in there to put in this one. And pretty much what happened with this one is just that the white just took over, honestly. And once the white goes under the gold, there's like nothing you can do. And I believe at this point, I don't think I had any more clear resin to add any more gold leaf to. So I'm just like trying my best to get as much clear gold leaf into this project as possible. Again, this is my first time doing this one, so I just wasn't sure what the outcome would be. So I was just trying to push as much of the clear out into the white to try to give it more of a clear center. What I did after this video is I actually took a toothpick, and in that exact same tray, I pulled those gold pieces of leaf that are kind of in the white. I actually put those back at right where the white and the clear meets, just because I didn't like how that looked. I didn't want gold leaf in the white resin. I personally use a torch. Piece of advice here, if you have a hair blow dryer or whatever, I would use that instead. That's just what I had at the time. That's what I've been using, but so you can definitely burn the resin and it'll turn the white a yellow tint. I personally just do this just maybe like once or twice. Sometimes I do it 3 times. If I look and see that it still has bubbles, I try to not stay on any one part very long. Yeah, so this is pretty much it. I think after this, I probably put a little bit more resin on clear gold leaf resin on the one that's kind of getting eaten up by the white. But this is pretty much how I did this project. I hope you guys enjoyed.